know.
So one thing I want to ask you is like, through going through all that shit you were just describing, like, how's that affected you as a person? Like the whole situation
Like,
from
as far as
now,
me getting shot.
yeah,
Like,
being paralyzed.
like I said, at first it had fucked with me. I felt like I was gonna be different and shit, but after a while I accepted this shit. I gotta take it for what it is. I can't sit on my ass, pouting, not doing nothing, shit, making my situation worse. So I had to accept this shit and, take what come with it. Like, motherfuckers don't be knowing the half of the shit that a nigga go through. And shit, I just wear this shit good, make it look good. But like, shit, that shit was fucking with me, but I shook that shit. And once I accepted this shit, it's like, if you don't accept me for me, fuck you. You don't need to be around me, shit. Love me for me, fuck with me for me. Not what I can do for you, this and that. None of that type shit. Accept me for me. If you can't accept me being in this motherfucking wheelchair and all that, like, I don't need you around me. You ain't for me. That go for niggas and bitches. Like, you gotta accept me for me, cause I'm genuine. And when I'm fucking with you, I fuck with a person for them. I don't need shit from nobody. I ain't going in no tight relationship. Look with intentions like, oh, I can get this out this person. I'm in a wheelchair. I don't want you to show me no sympathy, none of that. Like, keep that shit solid with me, like I say. But I accepted this shit, and it is what it is.
Yeah, so like, tell us about your outlook on life. How is it different from before when you was walking and shit to like now, like the way you was looking at everything?
Like, for real, like, I'm sort of glad this happened, but then, like, I'm sort of not, because, like I say, when I was walking and shit, like I said, I was living a double life, and like, me playing sports and being one of the top players and shit, I wasn't gonna be able to live no street life and do that and do sports if I wanted to get to a professional level. So, like, the way I was looking at life, I'm like, shit, fuck it, I can do this, whoop, go play ball, go to my game, go to practice, leave practice, go to street shit, like. But this shit really opened my eyes and humbled me and slowed me down once I got paralyzed, and it showed me like this shit for real. Like, I always knew this shit was for real, but a nigga really ain't paying that shit no attention. You a young nigga, motherfucker try to give you some game, you really ain't trying to hear that shit for real. Until that shit hit close to home or something happen to you, and then you be like, damn, this what dog was just telling me, whoop-de-whoop, you know what I mean? But like, this shit really opened my eyes and showed me like this shit for real out here. Like I say, cause if I'd have still been walking like, and still playing sports, made it to college, is either I was gonna get kicked out of college or made it through college and made it to the pros and fuck around, got that bag in the pros, thinking about my niggas in the hood, fuck around, get caught up in some Rico shit, buying them some bricks or something, trying to put them on, trying to live my life as a professional ball player, then got street shit going on. You can't do that shit. You gotta put your all into whatever you do. Like how they say rappers can't rap and still be in the streets. You can't have one foot in, one foot out. Same way with sports. Like shit, you gotta put your all into that shit and just keep working. Like you can't bullshit it. For real. But this shit opened my eyes and showed me that it's more to life than hood shit. For real.
Yeah. So like, what advice would you give somebody younger? Like all this shit going on, if you get sit down and talk to one of these young niggas.
For real, like I tell them, first off, if you ain't gotta get in the streets and be in the streets, shit, don't get in them. Like, you see the good shit that come with it, but a nigga ain't telling these young niggas all the bad shit that come with it. Nigga, you can get shot, get killed, motherfucking go to prison for the rest of your life, all this type of shit. Like, I tell them, chase their dreams, whatever you wanna do, whatever your heart telling you to do. Like, do that shit. Like, don't just try to be cool thinking because you in the streets that's the cool thing to do. No, that shit ain't it, man. There's a lot of shit come with this shit there. Nowadays, niggas not playing fair. Snitching at an all-time high right now. Like, shit, like, nigga, these young niggas out here slanging on and doing all this dumb shit. They don't even know what they doing it for. Like, this shit just be goofy. But I tell the young nigga, like, chase your dreams. Like, if you ain't gotta be in the streets, don't fuck with that shit. You can just be yourself. You ain't gotta be in the streets to be cool. Like, you can have you some street homeboys. If they don't accept you for you, shit, they ain't your friends for real shit. Cause motherfucker shit, I got a couple homeboys and shit. As far as you, for example, like motherfuckers like I was just saying, like niggas like D'Anthony and shit. Them niggas not in the streets and shit, but we still fuck with each other. Like, be yourself. Like, don't try to be in the streets to be cool. None of that shit. You just gotta be yourself. Strive for greatness. Do what you wanna do. If your heart telling you wanna play baseball, go do that shit. Like, don't let the street stop you from doing shit. Live your life, like, cause it's a lot that come with this shit, and these young niggas don't know that nowadays.
How you feel about your peers, or you know what I'm saying, our generation, and how we molding the younger generation in Saginaw? Like, how do you ever think about that or look at that?
I do, but then again I don't, cause I really just mind my business. But it's these young kids that's looking up to us, like, this shit. We ain't leading these kids right, for real. For they saying the shit we do and they want to do that shit. For real. Like, you got to real deal sit them down and let them know, like, this ain't it. Like, I'm doing this shit because I got to do it, not because I want to be cool or want to do it. Like, some motherfuckers just be in this shit just to try to get a name for all the wrong reasons and shit. Like, motherfucker gotta lead these youth in the right direction, man. Like, we ain't got shit around Saginaw. Ain't no rec centers, none of that shit. When we was younger, we used to have shit to do. These kids nowadays, shit, they got tablets, or they sit in the house, do what the fuck they want to do. Then it's the ones you got in the streets out here doing all the dumb shit and all that. Like, the shit, you gotta sit them down and really holler at them and keep that shit real with them. No sugarcoat shit. Don't beat around the bush. Let them know what come with this shit. Okay, young nigga, you wanna be in the streets? Yeah, you can get you some money, fuck you some bitches, stay fly, get all the latest drip, all that, but on the back end, this will come with this shit, and then they come rob you. Your own mans might set you up. You can get shot. You can go to prison. Let them know all that, like, shit. Let them choose. Don't just let them see the good shit and not get them the shit that they could face in the long run. Like, you gotta just keep it 100 with these motherfuckers and let them know, cause like, this shit that's going on nowadays, like, this shit ain't cool. This shit all fucked up. Then like, motherfuckers on social media doing all the dumbest shit. These young niggas on there with they straps, all that. But swear a nigga snitching on them. You telling on yourself, young nigga. Back in our time, we was on Facebook. Not in Facebook, I mean MySpace. Like, we wasn't posting no straps and none of that shit like that. Like, this shit just goofy. Then a lot of this shit got to do with, like, motherfucker can't blame no rapper, because some rappers may be lying, some rappers telling the truth, telling their life story, but motherfuckers listening to this music and shit and they want to be the next motherfucker. Or it ain't got to be a rapper. You could be a big dog in your hood and a young nigga see you all come through, you give him a couple dollars, whoop, this and that. They all want to be him when he got the cold card, whoop, he keep a bad bitch, this and that. Like, but young nigga, you know what I had to do for this? You know what come with this shit? Like, niggas don't be knowing, like, how to tell these young niggas what come with this shit. They just want the young niggas to look up to them and praise them and shit. But, nigga, on the back end, you want to be a nigga OG, a big homie, but you ain't doing shit for this young nigga. You telling this nigga go bust at a motherfucker, this and that. Why you can't do it? What they got to go shoot at a motherfucker for something a motherfucker did to you? Like, nigga, you sending them on a dummy mission. Nigga, get these little niggas a pack at least. Get them some money, motherfucker. Like, you leading them wrong. Like, how you a motherfucking OG, a big homie, and you ain't doing shit for a nigga? Y'all ain't doing shit for these young niggas. Like, that shit ain't real. Like, y'all leading them all the wrong ways. Like, show this nigga how to get some money. All that dumb shit you trying to have him do, show this nigga how to get some money. Show this nigga, tell this nigga go to school. Like, niggas couldn't, if niggas was still in school back in the hood, in my era, when, like I say, when niggas was running the cars and shit, nigga, and you went to school, you couldn't come to the block to motherfucking, after you got out of school, niggas used to make us go to school. Hood used to have motherfucking policy, nigga, no dumping, no pumping. Like, that was some of the, niggas went by that shit at a young age, but now that I'm older and think about it, that's some of the dumbest shit. You gotta go on a flight. You gotta go shoot at some niggas to sell something in your own neighborhood that you supposed to be from with niggas that you fuck with. Like I say, these niggas wanna be big homies and OGs, but y'all ain't doing shit. Y'all ain't gave a nigga shit. Now they hating because it's a young nigga world. Young niggas getting more paper than them. Now they mad a nigga ain't this and that, ain't fucking with them. Man, these niggas be bitches for real, bro. Straight up. That shit crazy.
I mean, that's the realest shit right there. You know what I'm saying? So,
Come with that shit, nigga.
hold on.